Welcome back for another spectacular season of NC Sports, your water sports essential. Now on this weekly news edition, the offshore sailing season is in full swing across the globe as the Panerai Transat Classique sails to the Caribbean. And the IMOCA 60s of the Barcelona World Race reach the Equator. Then Sebastien Destremau reports on the fierce duel between Wild Oats 11 and Comanche at the Sydney Hobart. And on the Volvo Ocean Race Leg 3 restart from Abu Dhabi to Sanya in China. Also in the Emirates, France's Philippe Chiappe wins the Sharijah GP and is crowned world champ in F1 H2O. Plus, Gabriel Medina celebrates his first historic world title for Brazil, and in 2015, the ASP becomes the WSL. NC Sports, plunge into the action. Before we begin this new 2015 NC Sports edition, and following the recent terror attacks in Paris, the entire Nautical Channel crew is also shouting loudly, "Je suis Charlie." While our news reporting mission is clearly lighter in nature, we do wish to express our total solidarity with the families and friends of the colleagues of satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo, fallen in the line of duty. They will forever be remembered as the highest of examples and will also shine as a guiding light against all those against freedom of expression and of the press. The gun fired on January 7th at 14:11 GMT in Lanzarote as the fleet of the Panerai Transat Classique set sail on their 3,000 nautical mile quest from the Canary Islands to Martinique. Unfavorable winds, skippers and crews are currently negotiating the southward passage off the coast of Africa and have picked up the trade winds that will push them all the way to the Caribbean. It's a fabulous event that truly re-evokes sailing's original spirit, and so far, this has been a remarkably fast race for these gorgeous old vessels. Thanks to sheer size, Altair took on an early lead in real time. The schooner, built in 1931, however, was soon retaken and would have to fight hard for the first place in corrected time. Amazon, the 1924 adventurous Fayaoahoe, Argyll, and Guinevere are not giving up. The pack is now split in search for options on the same route. More NC Sports updates on the next weekly news edition. Plus, the Nautical Channel crew and host Bruno Schrocca will be on location in Martinique for the arrivals and for all the local events. Don't miss the half-hour special of this phenomenal Panerai Transat Classique 2015, premiering on March 2nd, only on Nautical Channel. And now, senior correspondent Sebastien Destremau reports.
With temperature rising to 50 degrees in summer and 24 in winter, Abu Dhabi has a very harsh climate. Very rich, the Emirates has 9% of the global oil reserves and almost 5% of the natural gas reserves. The regime is a hereditary monarchy. Although socially free, the people have no political rights and the freedom of the media is highly regulated. You're watching Desktop News, the selling updates made by you and for you. Welcome to the office. A foggy office this morning in Abu Dhabi to celebrate the beginning of 2015. We wish you all a fantastic new year. The third leg of the Volvo Ocean Race begins now. A few hours before the start, we can easily the special atmosphere of the sailors about to leave the dock to conquer the ocean. With 4,670 miles, the third leg will take the fleet back out into the Indian Ocean, then to the Malacca and Singapore Strait. The competitors will then go up the China Sea between Vietnam and the Philippines before reaching Sanya on the island of Hainan in China. A thick fog enveloped the course from early morning and stubbornly refused to shift even under the normal hot midday sun. Instead, the team had their work cut out even to see the turning marks through the mark before leaving the port. Local team Azam finishes the import course after just under an hour as the sun finally begins to poke through with Dongfeng Race Team and Team SCA on their heels. Light winds are forecast for the first days of the stage, which is expected to take about 3 weeks before the 6 boats arrive in Sanya, China. Bob Oatley's 100-foot Maxi Wild Oat 11 claims line owners at the 2014 Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. The duel for the line owners between Super Maxi Wild Oat 11 and Comanche is fascinating right from the get-go. The American Comanches lead the race from the first 24 hours following a blistering exit of the Sydney Harbor. But it is local favourite Wild Oat 11 who claims glory in an unprecedented 8th line owner's victory. Wild Oat 11 completes the 628 nautical miles in 2 days, 2 hours, 3 minutes and 26 seconds, some 8 hours outside the race record she set in 2012.
Yeah, it's by far the most satisfying, that's for sure. You know, we had a real race. The great thing about this race was that it was a full-on race. We had a lot of competition from Comanche from day one, from the start, and we had to really work hard for the whole thing, and and it paid off. So it was very rewarding.
Comanche crosses the line in second place, 49 minutes behind Wild Oat 11.
Following another New Year's start, the fleet of the Barcelona World Race is now on the approach at the Equator after 2 weeks at sea tackling the Strait of Gibraltar and the key passages of the Canary and Cape Verde Islands. The 8 double-handed crews on their IMOCA 60s will now be facing the tricky light winds of the doldrums, and a group of 5 yachts has clearly taken the lead. Renault Capture, Hugo Boss, Cheminée Beaujolais, Gaes and Neutrogena are on a remarkably even pace, and with another 21,000 nautical miles to go around the world, this will likely turn into yet another elimination game.
I think Gaes has done a fantastic job where they are, and they've obviously massively upped the game since the Barcelona race. So they're definitely contenders now.
Pepe's getting a little bit of sleep right now, preparing for the next dive, which will probably be in about an hour's time. And that's it. Cheers for now. Bye.
Skippers are currently telling their story with video footage and audio links incoming directly from the boats to the race center for a unique perspective on modern offshore sailing. You can follow their daily progress at barcelonaworldrace.org. Plus, Nautical Channel is there with all the weekly action recaps, premiering every Wednesday at 7 p.m.
At this moment, it's a dream for me, and I'm very happy. I make a good start, and I'm faster, and I think it's not difficult, but I have a feeling with rough, but the boat is fantastic, and I check with Alex on the behind me, and the long time, 37 laps, it's long when you are. And when the yellow flag comes, I'm afraid, but no, I'm very happy. But for me, it's very difficult to say, to explain what I think now. I think it's better tomorrow for explain.
After 12 years on the circuit, France's Philippe Chiappe crowned an exceptional 2014 season by winning the Sharijah GP and taking his first world title last December in the highly competitive UIM F1 H2O powerboating circuit. It was a long time coming, but then it's never too late, and Alex Carella of Italy, with the USA's Sean Torrente, didn't make it any easier, putting on a real battle at virtually every championship stopover. The 51-year-old Philippe and his CTC China team came out swinging and took the early lead to capture the precious gold medal by winning both races in the Emirates, and leaping into first place on the overall leaderboard with an impressive 8-point margin. Gabriel Medina's historic victory last December was perhaps an underlying signal of deep change on the ASP World Championship Tour. Tenacity and commitment were a key to his success as the young Brazilian fended off the attacks of legends, the likes of former champions Mick Fanning, Kelly Slater, and Joel Parkinson, to the very last heat. A sign of renewal that may also be reflected in a broader brand change, with the Association of Surfing Professionals now appropriately switching name to the World Surfing League. CEO Paul Speaker made the recent announcement explaining that we believe the new name is easier to understand and gets us on a better track to serve our fans, athletes, and partners, and to grow the great sport of professional surfing worldwide. The decision was reportedly well received by all the athletes and found no opposition in the former ASP ranks. The new World Surfing League has already begun operation as the different continental qualifying series have begun for the 2015 season, and the new WSL will be overseeing surfing, longboard, and big wave events for men, women, masters, and juniors for years to come. More water sports action is coming your way on the next edition of NC Sports. This Saturday at 5 p.m., don't miss the buzz from the ISAF World Cup in Melbourne as the Olympic and Paralympic sailing classes kick off a brand new season from Down Under. Then every Saturday at 9 p.m., check out the official Volvo Ocean Race recap on Nautical Channel, with all the action in Leg 3 from Abu Dhabi to Sanya in China. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.